Good morning. Actually, I don't know what time it is. So, I'm actually, let me set the mood for you guys. What I'm feeling. I'm feeling super overwhelmed. I'm feeling like I can't breathe. If you're new here, I'm 4 months pregnant and I'm really trying very hard to get the motivation to declutter my closet. I'm just gonna, I don't know, I talked with my husband and I was like, I don't know what my problem is, you know, and I was saying, I feel like when you have when you feel like you have to declutter something in order to make space for something else, it's a lot easier to declutter an area. But if you feel like you're doing it just to get rid of stuff, sometimes like that's not enough. And I just feel like my brain is just on overload. I feel like I had to like sit and really think and focus, like what is driving me crazy. I'm like, I know I have laundry and I don't even know where I'm at with laundry. I know some is in the dryer. I don't know if any's in the washer. I'm afraid to check because I don't even want to deal with it. Like that's how I'm feeling. I'm feeling overwhelmed because all I want to do is focus on one thing, but my mind is all over the place. My daughter's in here getting into stuff. You know, she's a toddler. She'll be 3 in less than a month. And I'm pregnant with a girl, if you're wondering, if you're new here. So anyways, I'm thinking like I'm just overwhelmed knowing that I'm going to have another baby. Not so much that, but like in this room, I'm not sure if I'm going to turn around and redo my closet anyways when the baby gets here. You know what I mean? But honestly, none of that matters. All I'm going to focus on is the one thing, like why I started all this in the first place, is just I want less. I want less to think about. And the whole reason I'm overwhelmed in the first place is because I have too much stuff. So we're not going to make this a thing. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be like, oh, this is going to end up being the baby's closet. You okay? Nothing crazy like that. I'm just going to do one thing at a time. If I go through my whole closet and I don't get rid of anything, then so be it. But I'm just trying to simplify. I'm trying to simplify my life. That's what this series is about. It's not always going to be about decluttering, but it's going to be about maybe organizing, or maybe just getting rid of one big thing, or redoing an area so it makes more sense, and just getting rid of things that we don't use, which, yes, that's decluttering, but it's not just solely focused on decluttering. It's just doing things around your home, making your home run in a way that makes more sense, like make it more functional. Why did I say functionable? Anyways, let's get into it. Okay, so I'm just showing you guys the room if you're new here. Just because it's kind of weird if you don't know what the room looks like and you just see a closet. I don't know. At least that's how I am. So anyways, I did scoot my daughter's crib. Oh, that's right. We took the rail off. I meant to update you guys about that in my last video, but had the rail off for, I don't know if it's been a week yet, but so far so good, which is kind of weird. I think she might have felt, I don't know if she fell out of her bed once or what, but it's pretty low to the ground though. So, but anyway, so step 1, move stuff out of the way of the closet. And there's my closet. By the way, if you're new here, again, actually people who have been here don't even know, because I don't show every room in every video. So, you may not know that every single closet in our house has mirrors. It's crazy. I'm trying to open the door. Oh, and I forgot to tell you that I lied. I didn't lie. I did declutter this, but I didn't get rid of it yet. And I was thinking how thin it was and how that's why I kept it, because it was a nice, like, airy, breezy t-shirt. Because I don't really care for what it says. That's why I got rid of it. But turns out I took it out and I kept it along with my jean coveralls or overalls. I kept those too. I took them back out. I'm like, what was I thinking? I could paint in those and do all kinds of stuff. Okay, so just a bunch of stuff hanging up. You know, it's just my husband and my stuff, and then a random dress that was for my daughter, one of my daughter's birthdays, and which turns out she didn't even keep wearing that dress. But anyways, long story short, I don't actually know if I'm going to get rid of anything, because I went through my closet not that long ago. But if I see something and I know right away, yeah, I'll get rid of it. The main thing for me is kind of like organizing this spot, because I mean, look at it. Like everything is just kind of, also I got to open the other side to show you. Everything is just kind of piled up, and I don't know. And these bins like this, I would put under my bed. They used to actually be under our old bed, but I cannot put anything under the bed we have now. So that's a kind of a bummer. I could probably shove something under her bed. I don't know. I don't think that's actually high enough. No, it's not, because that is not as high as the thickness of this. But anyways, we got shoes in here and like Christmas stuff in here. And I don't have any other good places for those. And it's not something I want to put in the shed, you know, because if I'm going to go stick shoes in there, might as well just get rid of them now. But maybe some of these shoes my husband doesn't want anymore, but I can't get rid of them until like he's home, and he's not home right now. So I think I need a plan. And let's see, some of the stuff. Okay, so it seems like a lot is blankets. So either my plan is going to be blankets can go folded up. So I know y'all can't even tell. So let's just kind of throw some stuff out. But if you can see this right here, that's a shelf. It goes as far as it could next to that chest that was down on the right. Well, I have all these like little container things. I'm thinking maybe if I take those and put them up there. The problem with that is I know I'm never going to get up there and grab them. But since they've been here, I've only gotten into them once to get markers, or not markers, crayons. So I don't know. And it's all like keepsake stuff. So it's not something you go and look at every day anyway. So I'm thinking I could shove all those gray container things up top, and that will give me room to fold up blankets. I don't know. My goal is if I see something, get rid of it. But I don't know. Let's just start with what I know. And I know is I need to take all the blankets out. I think that'd be a good start. Take all these blankets out, throw them on my bed, and see what is left. Because there's like there's a bunch of blankets that are covering up a ton of stuff.
There's a new day that will come again tomorrow. There's a new day to wash away the pain. There's a new day to take away your sorrow. And the old ways get washed out by the rain. Darling, you've got to keep holding on through the night, 'cause I promise you this: if you try to get some sleep, if you give up the fight, if only just for a bit, there's a new day to leave behind your troubles. There's a new day, and it will set you free.
Okay, so there's like that checkered bin and like 3 gray ones here. And then this thing right here, possibly with books in it, I can put up there. I don't know. I'll just figure it out. I'm going to set you up and start figuring things out. Okay, so right now I'm bringing out this Job Rocker speaker that was in my closet, and I was kind of thinking of just keeping it out because that's something I miss doing, is karaokeing with YouTube.
There's a new day to get you through your struggles. I will always think of you.
This was a box that Earl had made for me a long time ago.
Think of you and me. Darling, you've got to keep holding There's a new day, it is waiting for us. There's a new day.
One thing I have done for a very long time now, for years, is re-gift gift bags and the filler paper. So I love to save that. I was trying to show you guys, like, okay, see this. It's just simple. You know, you just shove it into a big bag and the filler paper smushes down, and it's going to be crumbly anyways. Like, yeah, it's not going to be the same. It's going to be all wrinkly, but that's all it is to fill up the empty space, and so they can't see the gift inside of the bag, you know, and like cover up the gift. But I love keeping the gift bags because I feel like so many times that has saved me. By the way, I just found my Furbo cam for my dog. um, that was when I still had a job and I just needed to see what my dog was doing at home. But anyways, let's see. So I have this whole top bin full of gift bags, and I just want to keep the filler paper separate because that's just messy. So it's in that Walmart bag on top. And then I also have like the wrapping paper. There's probably a couple bows floating around. Just anything that has to do with gifts is in that top bin with the blue lid. And right now I'm trying to go through clothes, and honestly, I'm just not finding much. I know these for sure. It was like an instant, like, yeah, I don't wear those. Let's just get rid of it. All it does is take up space. But a lot of the other stuff, the majority of what's hanging up in the closet is actually my husband's. And there's Jalen eating a ton of spaghetti. That was so cute. But at this point, I'm realizing, like, you know what? I know I'm not going to be getting rid of much after that. So I'm just trying to organize as best as I can. And y'all won't even believe what I did to my room after all this closet was done. Like, I don't know if I just was in here too long and I just stared at the room long enough and just came up with a solution of like how I wanted my furniture, but I did rearrange my bedroom afterwards.
Thought it'd be golden, crossing the line and don't look back. Think I was broken, I needed some time to clear my head. 'Cause I've made all the mistakes and I've dealt with the heartbreaks, but I think that I found my way. 'Cause I've been sinking like a stone. Carolina, take me home. Nothing's ever really broken. I won't let you go. 'Cause I'm finding my way right back to you. I'll find my way back to you. I see a river floating its way out to the sea. I can remember carving our names onto that tree. And I just wanna see you, 'cause you will never know just how much I've been missing home. 'Cause I've been sinking like a stone. Carolina, take me home. Nothing's ever really broken. I won't let you go. 'Cause I'm finding my way right back to you. Yeah, I'll find my way back to you. I think that I'm finding my way right back to you.
Okay, I'm done. So that's what I put on top, or that's what it's looking like. I did not take any clothes. I don't think I took not one piece I didn't declutter anything really, except for like a box that I didn't need. And I just try to like organize stuff differently, because I do remember going through this and I went through every single thing and thoroughly, you know. So I think it's a bunch of stuff that I'm just ready to keep for now. who knows? Maybe after the baby comes, if I just, maybe I'll be more relentless if I need space in here for her. We'll see. But that's what I have. Hey, that's not nice. um. No. Okay. Okay, I think I'm a genius. I just thought of this idea. Actually, it didn't. Well, I thought of like the whole big picture. So Earl was like, "Why don't we put the crib where the long dresser is? Right here. Switch them. You can see in the mirror. So switch these, right?" And then I'm like looking. I was just like, you know how you just like stare at a room. You stare at it long enough, and you try to like imagine things in different spots. Maybe I don't know. I do that. So before I rearrange or to rearrange. What are you doing? Put that down. Careful. Yeah, gentle. Anyways, long story short, measured all 3 dressers. There's 3 in here. And they will fit on that wall, on the green wall. Like, I painted that wall like an accent wall. It was, I think I started painting that. It was like purple the first time I ever painted it. Yeah, I believe it was purple. So I did it when I was pregnant with Jalen. And so now it's just going to be a random accent wall. I'm kind of over the green, honestly, but I'm not in the mood to paint it right now. So anyways, long story short, I'm going to try to bring the rest of the dressers there, flat up against that wall. The long one in the middle, the 2 taller ones on the outside. And then I'm going to, hold on. So that one will be right in that corner. It'll be the long one, and then that one right there. Turn on a light, even though it doesn't help much, but so this will be an open area, and I'm thinking me and Earl will switch spots in the bed, even though the kung fu or shui or whatever it is would be all, backwards because, or whatever. I don't even know if that's what it is. Whatever it's called, like where the guy's supposed to sleep by the door, but who cares? I'm the one that's awake most of the night anyways. So it makes more sense, right? Anyways, the little bassinet that we will get, hopefully one day, will go where that dresser is. Sideways, long ways, whatever, it doesn't matter. And then Jalen's crib will be here, even though it's going to come out further. So my goal is try to scoot this bed as good as I can over, to where it's not too awkward, because I can't put her bed all the way to the door because it's so, let's see, because this is not as wide as her bed. So it will come, her bed will like come out like a little bit more. I already measured her bed too. So yeah, you'll be kind of walking into something, but I think walking in and seeing a crib here is not as bad as walking literally right into bed. Like I could scoot the bed over enough. See the doorway and then the bed. Like scoot the bed over enough and it'd be fine, because at least you have more of a walkway, I'm hoping. Because over here, see how much room is in between the bed and the dresser? And if that's flat up against the wall, like I could scoot it over a little bit more. Yeah, it won't be super even with the window, but I don't really care. It's not actually like centered with the window right now. You just can't tell because of curtains. Regardless, I think it'll be nicer because this is kind of a crowded little spot to walk through. I don't know if you can even tell, but when you're like back up against the bed right here. Okay, tripod, come on. Like that, this little nook right here is a pain in the butt to go to the bathroom. I think it'd be I don't know if it's because it's high and it just feels like you just run into it, or I don't know. We're clumsy. Hi. Hi. Okay, so it's the next morning and I'm going to show you guys what the room's looking like. Okay, so I'm trying to do it because Jack's bed is behind the door, but the bed is scooted over, so when you walk in you don't really run into the bed, because Jalen's bed is over here. Let me go back over here. So it's like that. Jack's bed, Jalen's bed. So Earl didn't want to switch sides, so I guess this will work and then we'll figure it out. My idea was I'm going to be on this side, Earl's there, and then put a bassinet there. But anyways, he wanted a little nightstand. And then in the corner, I have laundry to fold. Hi. That's what it looks like. I think it looks and feels so much better. Earl's mad because I took the rug out. Because I took the rug out because it was just disgusting. No matter how much I cleaned it, like, it's just, I don't know. I just feel like maybe we could just keep an eye out for a better rug that just didn't look gross. Because even when you cleaned it, it wasn't really white. It was kind of like this weird, like, it just looked dirty even when it was clean. So anyways, Earl just came in. He's hopping in the shower, I guess. And we're waiting on his buddy to show up because I think they're going to work on one of his vehicles. And then we're going to have, like a, goodness gracious. We're going to do like a shrimp boil type of thing. Ow. But anyways, yeah, on my community tab, I was saying like, oh, Sunday's video is going to be like a hang out with me / decluttering closets, and we're not really hanging out, but I actually got to cut this video here, and it's probably on the shorter side, but maybe I'll throw in some other clips if I do get anything before I actually edit this. But right here, I'm going to say that I'm cutting it off. So thank you guys so much for watching. Yeah, that's a cat toy. And if you enjoyed, don't forget to leave a heart down in the comments below, and I will see you in my next one. Bye. Okay, so it's the next day, and I forgot to mention that the little nightstand that Earl is using is not a nightstand. It's the thing that was right here holding the little white lamp. Well, since he took that, he ended up putting the lamp up here. And then I moved the lamp over there in the corner, which ended up me switching that lamp with the white lamp. So now the white lamp's over there. And because I put the white lamp over here, I was like, it looks funny with the one rose picture that I got, which I don't even know if I shared yet. So I put this picture here in place of it. So it's like, oh, you got this whole like white thing going on over here. Jalen and I are doing a puzzle that I got for free a while back. But anyways, and then I put that lamp there, and I got this picture from a thrift shop. This was on sale for $2 because it was like a Monday. Every Monday they have sales at the Goodwill, and this sale, they're always kind of different, but the sale was pink tags are $2, so got this only for $2. But look how perfect! It's such a beautiful picture too. But yeah, I forgot to share about that, so there's that. Okay guys, so we got this today at a garage sale and some stuff inside, which I will show you guys what we got inside later. And the total we paid is $30. This was $20. There's like a tag on the other side, but I gotta get this out right now. And then also we found all these pots for free. Okay, so it's one of those kind that zip up on the side, like a bedside bassinet or whatever.
If your bed was taller, there's extensions.
Yeah, and you can make it taller. And then there's this cover that it came with. So this cover and the whole thing, she was asking $20. And then she was like, and if you want this too, it says you are my sunshine. So it's another cover for the mattress, and it says you are my sunshine. And you all know I sing this to my babies, so that's so funny. And then there's like bamboo clothing outfits. This is actually not really for Jalen, but she could try to wear it if she wants. But oh, I was like, where's the tag? That's the tag that was on it. She had the cool little stickers, so just put that on the side there. And then so this clothing is super thin but like nice and soft. So there was that, and she wanted, all of this was $30, but the deals on these alone was like, what was it, 5 for $20, I believe. Yeah, because this was on the table. And then I got these two little things. This is for our newest baby that's due Christmas, actually. I keep saying it's due the day after Christmas, but she's actually due on Christmas. I don't know what I was thinking, because every Thursday I'm a new week further along pregnant, you know, in my pregnancy, and Christmas is Thursday. So anyways, I got these two outfits also for the new baby. And then I had found this for Jalen. It's this little baby shark little Christmas outfit. And then I had found a sweatshirt for Jalen as well. Jalen, don't throw your thing. Stay back. Stay back. Stay back. Say hi. You gotta talk. Say hi. Hi. Oh, you're so beautiful. You're so beautiful. We're home now, so this is actually bedhead. I had slept with my hair, you know how like you put, well, I'm one of those girls, I put my hair up in a top knot when I go to bed, just so it's not all over my pillow. If you know, you know. So anyways, I woke up this morning, I'm like, I don't even feel like doing my hair. I just pulled down a little bit more bangs on this side because it wasn't even, and boom. I was just like, it's too hot to worry about stuff. And then I'm pregnant on top of it, and I'm like, I'm just gonna try to look a little bit put together. And I'm like, no one can even tell I went to bed like this, or woke up like that. But anyways, so like Earl was helping Bill, the guy's name was Bill, who was on the mower, helping him change the belt on the mower. So he was out just making sure like it worked. Because they had tried before, and like every time we got a new belt, it was not the right size. Like it just, I don't know, Amazon. But anyways, I feel so relieved that we found a bassinet. Like that's exactly the kind that I wanted, the little bedside bassinet, and it was $20. Like can't beat that. We've seen ones online. I believe I have seen some for $25, but they're like super far away, or for $40, and they're kind of like, it's not, it seemed worth the drive, but it's like, it's just obviously not enough, right? So we got really lucky with that. And so now I have the car seat with 2 bases. I have the bassinet. I'm looking for like a swing or a bouncer or both, because I like the bouncers. I like a swing for the living room. And it doesn't have to be huge, just something that moves by itself. So when she's taking a nap, she can just be around me. And then I like a bouncer for like on the table, or if I'm folding clothes on the bed, or something where it has the grip and it's not gonna like move. I just like those and they're nice. Like if you go to someone's house and you can just boom, put them in a bouncer. I don't know. It's just something good to have. But the main thing is a swing, and then I'm kind of wanting a bouncer, and then I need a bathtub. And those are the main like big baby items that I need. But other than that, it's just clothes. But I wanted to make sure I get those like bigger items like now, But I'm really excited, and I'm 4 months pregnant right now. All right, that is 4 months pregnant. I feel like my stomach is so hard. It's crazy. This is my 4th baby if you're new here, so it's like every baby you have, it's almost like not necessarily the baby gets bigger, but I swear I get bigger. Like I get bigger, or I show sooner than I did with my first. And anyways, that's just my outfit of the day. And I am loving my bedroom. My husband, he just tosses this. He's like, they're clean. They're not clean. He used to be like, if they're on the floor, they're dirty. If they touch the floor, they're dirty. Now look at him. Those are his pajama shorts, I guess. But anyways, I feel like ever since we did this, oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, with the rearranging, I did not move any of those dressers. I just moved the one with the mirror because it was already in the corner. I had just like pushed it back, but Earl had done all this because I was overwhelmed, because I started looking at the carpet and I just really wanted the carpet up, and then I got overwhelmed, and then eventually I just moved the carpet. So it took forever, but I think the carpet was easier for me to move than the dressers. So I just feel like it's nice. It feels like very calming and relaxing, and kind of, it actually feels like a bedroom. And this blanket, we've had this bear blanket for years, probably since I've started YouTube or before. And the other day I flipped it just to have some kind of calm, because it's just one solid color on the other side, and it was nice, just like a brown or tan or whatever. But yeah, I love it. So what I'm gonna be doing today is I got laundry on the table. I gotta fold. It's like 2 loads worth. And oh, and in that basket, that whole basket is still there. We have a little thing that we need to take care of in the box that's on top of the basket for outside. It's like a little surprise for outside. But all the stuff in the basket is like all the Christmas decor. And now that I have, did I even tell you guys I got bins? I ordered 2 bins from Walmart, like black bins with red lids, and I think they're 27-gallon. They're only like 9 something each, like just under $10. So anyways, I've got to put all that stuff in the bins, and then Earl can put them out in the shed. And then I probably got to paint my toenails. I have not painted them. I pick a color and then I just wait for it to like wear off forever. And then I've got to, she's like waiting for her daddy because her daddy's outside talking to Bill. I got to put the cover on that cushion because I did not want to wash every single couch cushion cover, which I'm glad I didn't, because I had washed this one a couple days back because Jack peed on it. And if I washed all of them that time, I would have had to turn around and wash them all again because Jack had peed on this one the other day. Yeah, so anyways, so Bill had, oh, let's go potty, let's go, come on, let's go, chop chop. So anyways, we're getting her a diaper because she's still wearing diapers. I don't do the pull-up thing. I just feel like, what's the difference? Like, I don't even know if they're cheaper. We got 1 pack and told ourselves, oh, when, you know, that should be enough to like potty train her. But she's potty training. It's just, I'm not going to trust every time to put her in underwear unless I know we're going to be home like for a long time. But we were running around doing garage selling and all that. So, but anyways, so I got that. I always sprinkle a little bit of powder. I do not know how to breathe. It's like one of the first things you learn how to do. I just forget about it. Bill had given Earl a drill press, like an old drill press, which I'll try to show you that before I cut this video, but I'm gonna go get her a diaper. So, there it is. That's his new drill press that he got from Bill. So, let's put it this way. Bill is basically like a grandfather, in a way, to Earl, but it was by marriage. That's no longer a marriage anymore, so that's, so it was like, Bill? but anyways, yeah, it's pretty cool. And, his uncle was Uncle Dave, who actually had passed away a while back, but it's really sad. It was like he did racing. He was a race car driver and everything. Like, he was just super brilliant with cars, like knew how to work on them, knew like tricks to work on them, like knew all these little tricks that like most people didn't know. And he was just really great, and he's definitely missed. Anywho, here are the bins. So let's see. They are 27-gallon. I don't know how well you guys can hear me, but we're out here eating some lunch. And Earl already ate lunch. He's over there. He just got these like pruners from Tractor Supply. And I don't remember how much they cost, but you know, Tractor Supply has the good deals. So he's over there trying to get the tree, as much of the tree as he can in our neighbor's yard, off of our shed. And then that big pot right there, hi baby, back up. That's what we use to do the like seafood broil or seafood. That's what we use to do the seafood boil. So anyways, Jalen, no, stay back, baby. You got to stay out of there. Come on, come here. So basically what Earl did is he had potatoes, corn, onion, and kielbasa sausage in the first batch of what he was cooking. Had this thing going, it was lit, this was going, and he had poured it in here. But before you pour it, like for pouring, so like let's say the water's like, you know, bubbling and all that, so you go like this, and see the little ledge right there, it can set on the ledge like that. So you would go like that, pour it in so it's not going to be splashing, so it's out of the water completely. And then you go like this, you hook it like that, and then you turn it so it's not going to get caught, and you like slowly put it in, and then you let that cook. How long did you have to cook the potatoes and stuff for?
15 minutes.
It cooked for like 15 minutes and it was done. And I mean, it was like the quickest thing ever. And then he had poured it onto like a big cookie sheet. He already took it inside, but it was a giant like cookie sheet. And then after that, he came out, he had, what was it? Oysters or mussels, right? Mussels, shrimp, and what? And crawfish too. That was in that, all that, nothing else, right? And then that was in the second one, and same thing, did all that. And then the lid has a little hook, so you could just set it like that when you want to check it, and then put that there like that. I don't know, pretty sweet deal. But it is kind of messed up because it would like keep clicking, like it wouldn't stop clicking. They clicked the whole time, huh? And you had to have like a clamp or tape. He ended up using tape. But I mean, we made it work and it was delicious. That's the first time we ever actually got to use it, I think. We definitely want to keep doing that because I think it was so good. Look at this little girl. Hey, don't ride off the edge of that. You want me to put it down? Bring it down. You can put it down, okay? But yeah. We got all kinds of stuff everywhere. I dumped out her toys onto our bench over there because, I was like, I don't even know where the bucket went. It was in that red bucket over there because I was going to, so far I haven't done anything in this section except for a little bit. I did rake all this big rock out, so I was just preparing it to be taken down, but I was like, gonna have the boys just destroy it, but I'm like, no, I want to keep some of the wood. Plus it's too close to the pool for them to like be, even if it, let's see like how tall it is. It's actually a lot taller than it looks, and this thing falling forward would definitely hit the pool, so that's just not gonna work. So you have to like very carefully, I think we're gonna have to do the way, you know, the opposite way of the way it was put together. So roof was last when I put it together, so roof needs to go off, be taken off first and all that. But I want to keep the picket fencing, so and I never actually fixed that board. It's funny, and just like the nail popped out, but hey, there's a football back there, son of a biscuit. But also our fence is kind of messed up back here. I'm trying to see how it's like kind of bowed out right here, like, you see that? Watch, try to show you as best as I can. So right there where it goes like brown to grayish kind of, or it's just the lighting, but see how it's kind of pointed right there? It's kind of messed up, like it's gonna fall down. So it's, I don't know, but I do know one thing. It'll be really nice to be able to hop out of the pool and like have a table and chair over here and be able to walk over here barefoot. And that's why our table and chair set is over there for now. I just had it out of the way. All this has got to move somewhere today because what he wants to do today too is mow. Our front yard has not been mowed in forever. And oh, by the way, we had a table saw out front that finally got taken by Julian's girlfriend's mom's friend. So that was great. That happened yesterday. And so the only thing that's really out there is my coffee table that I love, but I just don't have room for. So I kept the ottoman because the ottoman, you can open it up and I have a bunch of her toys in it. So it's like, I get more use out of the ottoman than setting it, you know, a cup of coffee on a table that I don't really need to do that. So she loves being outside. Anyways, so it's just been Earl, Jalen, and I this weekend. Julian has been with Maddie, spending the night at her house, and they are like doing the Highland games and all that. It's like that's the first time he ever went. Like he got that kilt, so I'm excited to kind of see what he comes home with. I believe he comes home today, so kind of excited to see like what he got this time. And then Jace is with his dad. He'll come home today too. So it's like they both kind of left almost the same day, like a day apart, and then they'll get home the same day. But I feel So crazy. So it's nuts how like one decision or how different choices can affect your life. And it's funny how choices can just make you feel so much lighter. Like the choice to rearrange and just go with your gut feeling of like, hey, here's an idea we haven't tried before, let's do it. And it's just crazy how like now all of a sudden I feel more prepared and I feel like calmer at night. Like I feel like I sleep better now because our room actually, like our bedroom actually feels like a bedroom. And I forgot to mention too, like it feels so much bigger now because we have more space here on this side. So one thing that I do love, or I used to love, is how the accent wall was always my favorite. So when we didn't have a baby, it was my favorite, like to have our bed in the middle of these lights that are on the wall and come out because we had so much like floor space. Like it was useless space just to walk around. We didn't like, there was no point for it. But now I feel like we kind of like, kind of created that same kind of feeling of like it's just bigger on this side or over in this area. And I just love that because like I'm going to have a little bassinet. I don't know. I just really like it. So, and it's funny too because Jack's bed was always on my side in the corner, and he would just no matter what, even though his bed was over there, he would come no matter what, come sleep where his bed is now because it was just cooler by the door. Makes sense. Like the cool air coming through under the door. Like I don't know, it just felt better for him. Plus, it's not like our heater's on, but when our heater is on, it's under our bed. So him being anywhere close to our bed was not good. But I just feel like so much better now. I'm feeling like so out of breath. I'm like squatting down. But I also wanted to mention how it's like my kids' names. So this is going to be my fourth baby. And all my kids have J names. Julian, Jace, Jalen. And I'd be smart to like keep that going. But honestly, like I can't find a J name that I actually love enough to like. I love a lot of them, but not enough to like it. Like even if I do love it a lot, let's just say like I can't pick. I don't think I'm gonna pick J name. I might if I just find one or make one up. But I might go a different route, a different letter other than a J. Only because I'm liking names that don't start with J more than I am with the J. Because I don't know how to explain it. Like there's plenty of J names that I like, but they don't flow well with the rest of the kids' names when they don't have to. But they also don't flow well like with last name, you know what I mean? Or they sound too similar to the names that I have picked out for my kids now. So I'm like honestly kind of thinking of going a different route. So yeah, it's kind of funny. It's ironic. It's going to be like, oh yeah, I just don't want the kid to have a complex because she's going to be the only one without a J name. That's the only thing, which like, I don't think that should matter. But anyways, I just wanted to throw that out there because I thought it was kind of weird that I actually am really thinking, because I don't want to just pick a name that starts with J just because it is a J name. Like I'm not that desperate to keep it going. Like, you know what I mean? Like I want a name that I love. One that just feels special to me. So, but yeah, I just thought I'd throw that out there. I'm not for sure gonna switch from J, but I might. All right. Now I finally think that is the end of the vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to leave me a heart down in the comments below. And thank you guys so much for being here and watching my videos. You guys rock. Bye.